What's up, YouTube? Here's a Chaos 35 update. Show you we are on Chaos 35. The Chaos 35 update to the Icy Spore Survivor build for the Berserker Spore Warden. Let's watch it melt Parasite. Two clips and he's gone. So how'd we pull that off? And Barrage is already back up. Alright, so let's look at this. Switched over to Barrage. That's a big part of the build here. Still using Ancestral Frost for our Berserker tree. 5 out of 5. 3 out of 3 into Icebreaker. 5 points into the old ways. A point into Unarmored Defense. 3 into Blood Frenzy. 1 into Relentless Rage. We haven't changed anything at all within the Berserker tree. This was working perfectly. Here's where some changes have been made. We're no longer spec'd into Bounty of the Hunt. We just get 2 points from class mod. We put those points over into Bullseye. We're 5 points into Eagle Eye, 5 into Affinity, 5 into Bullseye for the crit chance, 3 into Quiver of Holding, 1 into Medicinal Mushroom. We're still not spec'ing Spore Cloud just for our mushroom survivability. 2 into Windrunner to get down the tree. We're going 3 into Wrath of Nature. We're now using a class mod that gives us 6 out of 3 in Wrath of Nature. This is where a lot of the damage in the build comes from. A lot. Play the Angles and Headhunter. Not much has really changed. I swapped out Bounty of the Hunt for Bullseye. A lot of the changes have been with the gear, so let's look at that now. Everything's Primordial here. They're all pretty much god rolls. We're using the Snowball and Goblin Pickaxe. Action skill start, increased damage dealt by 20%. We're avoiding the action skill active event, annoyance, because we're not using Barrage. And I meant to say enchants. I'm still stuck on Borderlands 3 language. But yeah, using Barrage, we want to go for action skill start, not action skill active. And then here, this is what ups the damage like crazy. Our main gun we're going to be using is going to be the Blinking Nightshade of the Peak. Then we have an Automagic, a little Cave's Bread Slicer, and a Crossblade. I really haven't changed what the weapons are. It's the enchants. This enchant, Spore Warden, for 10 seconds after activating Barrage, gun and ability damage, have a 25% chance to cause an explosion, dealing 30% of the damage dealt as poison damage to nearby enemies. This is crazy. This ups our damage just astronomically. It's nuts. Let's go down to the gear. We have 2 focused mood ring of the unwavering spirit. While ward is not full, effects are increased 100%. Ward is never full because of this skill right here, unarmored defense. Ward can't be full. So these rings are hitting double time all the time with action skill cooldown rate, ability critical hit chance, and SMG critical hit damage. Yeah, it's giving us, 41.6% SMG critical hit damage between the 2 rings, and that's our primary weapon. It absolutely shreds. The Unflappable Maced Wardu. This is the shield that really changes things up from how a lot of other builds are running. I know a lot of people like to run a Cursed Wit. I can't do it. I did finally spec out a Constitution for this build. It doesn't really seem very viable for most builds on Chaos 35, but I can't be squishy. So this Unflappable Maced Wardu offers, almost 12,000 capacity. And the enchant here, on ward break, gain 40% gun critical damage for 10 seconds. It's just an excellent enchant that comes with an incredibly tanky ward. You can't go wrong. This class mod makes us do a crazy amount of damage. Hunter's Cape of Tides, a glorious purpose, with 3 points into Wrath of Nature and 2 points into Bounty of the Hunt. 25% all damage dealt, 50% maximum ward, 50% ability critical hits. This makes us do some crazy, crazy damage. If you ever played Borderlands 2, Soaked in this game reminds me a bit of Slag. For a Frost build, it's pretty awesome. Then we have the Eagle-Eyed Sacrificial Skeep of Honesty with gun handling and gun magazine size, frost damage, Spore Warden power. This is great for our survivability. Sometimes you'll get into situations where it's just you and the boss left and there's nothing for you to kill and save your soul. Between this and Relentless Rage, it gives you quite a bit of time and a target to possibly kill. You can shoot that sacrificial skeep and it counts as killing an enemy, and it'll take you out to save your soul. This is a great item for survivability. And then we have the Chilling Buffmeister on spellcast, increase frost damage by 30%. Big things on here: Pew and Zap. You're always going to want Pew for gun damage, but what I found out yesterday, shout out to Moxie for getting this information out to the community. The Buffmeisters with Zap on them, those are the ones that scale off of spell damage. That is something that you want for any Cryo Buffmeister. And so I swapped over to a Chilling Buffmeister. It still has 2 charges on it, pretty much the same as the one I was using before, but the Pew and Zap, that makes this the right Buffmeister for what we're building here. So, let's see, let's get into the hero points. All in on strength, all in on dexterity, want the rest of the way into attunement. And we are spec'd in as a village idiot. Not much berserker power, got a little bit. We really went into Spore Warden power because that's what's doing the most of our damage. Let me show you guys a quick little chaos chamber.
Enter if you dare! But seriously, you should dare.
Sometimes Barrage hits hard enough that we don't even have to shoot the enemies afterwards. Like then. As you can see, it takes longer to find the enemies than it does to kill them.
Let's see how you handle it.
Take out that statue real quick. And the clear speed is even quick enough on this build to get around my terrible aim. Yeah, that's how the build works. There will be a save file in the description for you guys. I hope that you really enjoy the build. Have fun. Peace.